Buffs hired offense coordinator last week. It was Sacramento State's head coach, Brennan Marion. Miles, what do you know? You know anything about Brennan Marion?
Yeah, I remember around the time when, pre-Coach Prime, when they wanted him in Boulder as an OC under Carl Durrell. And around that time, I think there wasn't a whole lot of talent, and that was one of the things that Coach Marion had made known was his affinity for making the most with less talent on the field. Obviously, they didn't go with him. I think they went with Coach Sanford at the time. But I think one of the things that makes Coach Marion so attractive is like, never again will we look at a Colorado Buffaloes offensive drive and go, what are they trying to do here? Yep. So I'm super excited about this. I know he's a great recruiter. He has a lot of, NFL guys who speak very highly of him. And I think he's going to come into Boulder. He's going to completely reshift this offense, and we're going to have a lot of fun this upcoming year.
Yep. Nope. I agree. I think it's a good fit. Everybody's just, I've seen a couple people talking about, well, Julian Lewis can't run the options. Like, that's not, please stop. Just stop with that.
I think a lot of people, Juju himself, actually, I think a lot of people perceive that Julian Lewis in high school was just throwing 40-yard bombs every single play. But if you go back and watch his offense, they ran more RPOs than people think. Yep. And the other part about it is the go-go offense is not a purely running style quarterback offense. It's more designed for a Steve Nash type of point of quarterback, where you just need a distributor. You need somebody who's smart, gets it to the receivers, and is accurate. If that's not Julian Lewis, then I don't know who is.
Yeah. Check, right?
Exactly.
One of the things that we talked about as well, early in the season. So I huge into, the individuals that follow the show, just huge into high school football recruiting. When they signed Julian, I was just blown away. And, it was after maybe the first two games, I was kind of okay, so what does Caden Salter do better than Julian Lewis? Because Julian Lewis can move. And what we started to know, throughout the season, I said, look, I would not be shocked if Julian Lewis, what it looks like is he can run better than Caden Salter. There's not a thing that he does better than Juju.
I think you're going to be very surprised when we get into some of the numbers, especially when we get really into the deep dives of when blitzed, not blitzed. Juju is a much better runner than people think, but I also don't think that last year's offense was suited very well for Caden's strengths, and it was very evident. But I do think that they're going to be selective when they have Juju run in this new offense, but it's going to be very effective when he does.
And there was no rhyme or reason last year to what was going on. It was that was a train wreck, right? And couldn't look away from it. So, but with Coach Brennan Marion, here's what he had to say. So I was trying to find some good quotes and this and that. This is the best I could find, guys. What he said was, humbled to be sought out by the best to ever do it in football. Coach Prime, it's my mission to make sure we put a great product on the field that the entire CU family can be proud of. Go Buffs. So, yeah, that's big time. I mean, like you said, Miles, this is a fantastic hire. I had a good friend of mine reach out, and he was like, what a huge hire. And I was like, okay, because, I'll just say this, as everyone knows, I'm a West Coast guy. So I was like, yeah, get Jerry Newheisel. That's who I wanted. And then, we went, he goes, no, we're in good hands. And then I started going back and I was like, oh, UNLV. Okay. I know exactly who this guy is now at this point. So,
yeah, I think too, outside of just the pure offensive identity and how well his teams run the football, which I think is something that we've lacked pretty significantly over the last couple of years, him having the number one FCS recruiting class and having a real love for recruiting. I saw there was in some message board, one of the Adams of the world, Adam Munster Tiger. I don't know who it was, but they basically said, if CU's at a 20 right now in terms of offers going out, expected to get to 20,000, because that he loves to do it. He loves to recruit. He knows what he wants, and he's going to go get it. And I think that's just so exciting, especially with how much we're going to be, relying on the portal here coming up. I think we could see a really big influx on the offensive side in terms of players wanting to come play in Boulder.
Nope, absolutely. Yeah. And that, you hit that right on the head. The next question was about high school recruiting, how you see that faring. And again, it's already paying dividends, right? And, totally. When we get into the recruiting side, there's a couple, and it sounds like 2 or 3 more Without saying names, that are on the way from Sac State as well. In the portal, I mean, it's going to pay off. Yeah, it's going to pay off massively. I'm a big fan of Brennan Marion already, and just glad we have him. So I know that there was who was it? Laura Levy. So one of the big time CU fans, right? So she went and she was asking about the go offense, and there's a whole 3-minute video that someone posted on there. So if you guys want more information about what that's supposed to look like, go check out her Twitter page. It is a fantastic, or X page, whatever they're calling it, and go check that out. It is a fantastic 3-minute video of a breakdown of it.
Yeah, I think that like you said, going on the recruiting side of things, I think they're gonna have guys who want to come play in this offense, but there's also guys like DeKalen Taylor, like that guy's gonna have an absolute ball out of a season next year. Even guys like Simeon Price. I don't know if they're going to keep Draylen Miller in the backfield, but the running backs that we have on our team right now, if they could run the ball last year, they're going to run the ball next year.
Yeah, and I was looking at that with Simeon. Are they giving him a medical red shirt? Do you know?
I don't know. Right? He tweeted out a buffalo emoji,
Okay.
and unless he's just telling people that he loves the Buffs, I tend to think that is a sign that he knows something.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they told Ben Finiseth that he had an extra year of eligibility back in May. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming if he knows something.
Yep.
But I know he was such a really great culture guy and really fit the Buffalo's mantra. So I hope we get him back. I think he's a really good addition.
Yeah, I thought so too. It took a couple weeks, but once he got going, and then he just got hurt, and that sucked. So I was real excited with him. And then DeKalen, because he's a senior, right? Did he get because they went out at the same time.
Yeah, I don't, to be honest with you, when it comes to because some of the JUCO ruling and COVID years, I don't really have no idea how to keep track of. You go to their page on the website and it says came in with 1 year to play, but then they have it's I have no idea. All I know is that those guys, the guys that want to be here and right the wrongs and really turn this thing around, I'm not going to stop them.
Nope, absolutely not. Yeah, I think those are the two I was trying to find more information out on. I guess, we'll see, but it does feel like both of them should be returning. I mean, I don't even think they got to that fourth game, right? Because they got hurt both in it was against Houston, right? Game 3.
I don't think either of them did. I can double check here.
Okay. But, I think that was their last game, so that would even put him at 3.
Simeon got to 4.
Oh, man.
Which is fine. You can get up to 4. And then DeKalen also got to 4. So as long as they don't have a red shirt, they can run back.
I think, too, if you did red shirt, you can get a medical red shirt because they didn't play again after that. So I think they're good to go on that.